Welcome to FW Consulting Tutorials. In this tutorial, we will review how to complete the employee packet. This packet contains a setup sheet, W-4 tax form with instructions, W-T4 tax form, I-9 pages 1 and 2 with a list of acceptable documents, direct deposit authorization agreement, participant-specific training document, and a background information disclosure document. The first document is the setup sheet. Please complete all of the highlighted areas starting with the employer or child's name, service coordinator, county, employee or provider name, address including city, state, and zip code, phone number, date of birth, email address, social security number, and your relationship to the employer. Please proceed to the next document. The next document is the W-4 form. This is the Employee Withholding Certificate or Federal Tax Form. Please complete the highlighted areas starting with the first name, middle initial, last name, social security number, address including city, state, and zip code. In section C, please be sure to check the box listing your filing status, such as single, married, or head of household. Complete steps 2 through 4 only if they apply to you, and you will be listing withholding information. You will find directions in the following 3 pages that will help guide you through this process. If you choose not to list withholding information, you may proceed to step 5 at the bottom of this document where you will sign and date. Please proceed to the next document. The next document is a W-T4. Employee Wisconsin Withholding Exemption Certificate New Hire Reporting, which is also known as your Wisconsin State Tax Form. Please complete all of the highlighted areas starting with your first name, middle initial, last name, social security number, your address including city, state, and zip code, and your date of birth. Please remember to check your filing status such as single, married, or married but withholding at a higher rate. In the next section, you will figure your withholding exemptions and list them in sections 1 through 3. If you choose not to list any exemptions, please sign and date this form in the highlighted area. You may proceed to the next document. The next document is known as the I-9. Page 1 of the I-9 is completed by the employee. Please complete the highlighted areas starting with your last name, your first name, middle initial, and any other last names you've used. Please complete your address, apartment number, city, town, state, and zip code. Please list your date of birth, social security number, email address, and your telephone number. In the next section, you will choose your status: a citizen of the United States, a non-citizen national of the United States, a lawful permanent resident, or an alien authorized to work. You may then continue to the bottom of the document where you will sign and date in the highlighted area. You may proceed to the next document. The next document is page 2 of the I-9 and is completed by the parent or case manager. Please complete all of the highlighted areas starting with the provider's last name, first name, middle initial, and citizenship immigration status from page 1 of the I-9. Please review the list of acceptable documents prior to filling out the next section. You will either list one document in list A, or you will list one document in list B and one document in list C. For example, if you choose to list a passport, you would only need to list one item in column A. In column A, you would need to list the document title, issuing authority, document number, and expiration date. If you choose to list one item in list B and one item in list C, you may do so. For example, some people will use a driver's license and a social security card. Once verified, please be sure to list the document title, issuing authority, document number, and expiration date in both columns B and C. Once completed, you may continue to the bottom of the document where you will sign and date. Below your signature, please print your name. This includes your first name and your last name. Please list your address, including city, state, and zip code. You may proceed to the next document. The next document is the Employee Direct Deposit Authorization Agreement. Please complete the highlighted section with the employee name, social security number, employee address, and employee telephone number. In the next section, you will choose your account. Please check checking or check savings. List your financial institution's routing number and their account number. Proceed to the bottom of the document where you will sign and date. Please note that we do need verification of your account information. Please attach a copy of a voided check for a checking account and a bank letter for all savings accounts. You may proceed to the next document. The next document is the participant-specific training document. In the second paragraph, please list the provider's name. Continue to the next section where the parent or case manager should review all of the skill levels required to provide services for this child. Please go through each step and check the yes box once it has been completed. Next, you may list any relevant training experience in the blank box. Please continue to the bottom of the form where both the parent and provider will need to sign and date. You may continue to the next document. The next document is the Background Information Disclosure Form. This form is required for all providers who provide services for children in the Children's Long-Term Support Program. Please list your complete name. This includes your first name, middle initial, last name. Please list your date of birth and list your social security number. List your sex and any other last names which you have been known by in the past, including your maiden name. Please check the box for your race or ethnicity. Complete your home address, including city, state, and zip code. Please read over the entire document and answer all of the yes and no questions. At the end of the document, please sign and date on the last page. Please be sure that all of your documents are complete and return them to your case manager. This completes the employee packet tutorial. If you have any questions, please send us an email at fwconsulting@wagnercpas.com.